So Harmony Guitars has reissued one of my favorite guitars of the 1950s, and today we're checking it out. Hi friends, my name is Damian Bacci and welcome to my back room here in sunny Tampa Bay, Florida. And today we're taking a look at this Harmony H62 that the company just reissued a little bit over a year ago. And I'm super excited to do this video today because there isn't any, or at least to my knowledge, any video reviews on this guitar. And there's not much info about the guitar online, maybe a few press releases on some websites, but all those websites did was just copy and paste whatever the Harmony website wrote about the guitar. So I felt we really needed a review on this guitar. Now the vintage version of the Harmony H62 is highly sought after by jump blues players, old school rock and rollers, and rockabilly players. So I feel like we really needed a review on this new reissue guitar. Now friends, there is one performance video that's on YouTube uploaded by Harmony Guitars, and it features a player playing some relaxing ambient fingerstyle guitar. And it sounded great and I really enjoyed it. But what I like to do in my video is showcase what the H62 has become famous for. So I'm going to be playing some jazz-inspired swinging jump blues. And I hope this video will give you a much better look into this guitar and help you decide if this instrument is something that you would consider purchasing from Harmony. Now back in 1954, the Chicago-based guitar company released the H62, and it came with two Gibson P13 pickups. Now the vintage H62s are highly sought after and highly regarded by jump blues players. In fact, many players consider the H62 the quintessential jump blues guitar. And if you were to buy an H62 now, you'll find that they're becoming a high-priced instrument. Now, back in 1955, a brand new H62 would sell for $199. And that's roughly a little bit over $2,000 in today's money. And that's about what you'd spend nowadays if you wanted to purchase a vintage H62 off of Reverb. They roughly sell basically between $2,000 and $2,500 depending on the condition. But now, friends, you have the option of purchasing a brand new reissued H62 directly from Harmony Guitars. And on their website, it's selling for $849, and that includes free shipping if you live within the continental US. Now, before we go any further, I just wanted to mention that I'm not getting paid to make this video. It's not sponsored by Harmony. And all of the opinions that I give about this guitar in this video are solely my own. Now, a few months ago though, I was in contact with Harmony Guitars about doing a review or demo about the H62. Because heck, I'm a vintage Harmony guitar owner, I love the brand, and I was super excited that they re-released the H62. So we had a little back and forth with some emails, and what eventually transpired was that I got a very nice discount on this guitar. So now that I've got that disclaimer out of the way, let's talk about some specs. The guitar is made in South Korea and is only available as a sunburst, and it has a very nice gloss finish on the body and neck. Now when I weighed this guitar, I got a reading of 7 pounds. The guitar features a spruce top and flame maple on the back and sides. The headstock features the inlaid Harmony logo and fleur-de-lis motif, and it has closed back tuners and butterbean tuner buttons. The maple neck is a C-shaped set neck construction. The fretboard is rosewood and has 20 medium jumbo frets and pearloid block inlays. The guitar has a 25.5 scale length, a 12-inch radius, and a 43mm neck width. Now I really like the cream binding on the guitar, and we've got bakelite radio knobs for the volume and tones. And I'm a huge fan of the lyre tailpiece. I just think it looks great. Also on the guitar, we've got a tune-o-matic bridge with a rosewood bass, and we've got a tortoise shell pickguard. Now this guitar looks great. It's a real stunner, and you know, I like the little touches like this diamond-shaped switch plate. All in all, this guitar is just a really good looking instrument. Now, what everybody loves about the vintage H62s is that they came with 2 Gibson P13 pickups. Now on the Harmony website, it says that this new reissue comes with Harmony designed pickups. But it doesn't mention if these pickups are actually P13s. Now I kinda suspect that underneath these covers are Korean-made BHK P90s. Now friends, I've just started playing this guitar for this video. I haven't spent any time with it or anything. So this is my first time actually handling it. And one thing that I noticed right away is that the build quality on this guitar is great. And everything seems really nice on the guitar. There's no scratches, there's no dings, there's no nothing. Everything's nice and smooth. I'm very happy with it. And like I said, it looks great. Now this is just straight out of the box, and so far I haven't encountered any problems with tuning. It's staying in tune great. The intonation is spot on. Now the guitar is set up pretty darn good for coming straight out of the box from the factory. Now the action may be just a little bit too high for my liking, but we can fix that very easily. But I'm really impressed. The guitar is playable as is, and it sounds great straight out of the box. Now the strings that came on the guitar are 12 through 53 gauge, but after I'm done filming this video, I'm going to order some flat wounds, and I'll put those on here. I'll probably take this pickguard off too. When I do that, when I change the strings, I'm going to take these pickups out and inspect them, because I like to see what's underneath these pickup covers. So let's talk about the box that it came in and how it was packed. And I gotta say, the way that Harmony shipped this guitar to me is something to be desired. It came in this thinnish box with seriously very minimal packing. And I tell you friends, I would never feel comfortable myself mailing out a guitar packed like this. And I kind of feel lucky that it came in one piece actually. Now, as you may have expected, the guitar does not come with a case or a gig bag. That's kind of the norm these days. So if we want something like that, we're gonna have to get it separately. So I think it's important to hear how a guitar sounds unplugged, right? So let me play something unplugged. only been playing the neck pickup so far, so let's move to the bridge and give you some sounds. Alright, so let's now hear both pickups together. And here is the neck pickup again. Now let's do a little sound comparison. I've got a 1960 Espinada, and it's basically the same guitar as the H62, but it's all black. Now there's a few minor differences, but it's really the exact same guitar as the H62. Now, as you can see, the Espinada body here is a little bit bigger than the Harmony H62 reissue. And also, I've got a 1958 Harmony H65, and it's basically just the single pickup version of the H62. I've got some flat wound strung on this guitar, and check out this picture here. These two are very similar in size, if not the same. So now let's have some fun and have a little sound comparison test between the three guitars. Now I'll be playing them through my Supro Delta King 10, and let's start on the bridge pickup. Middle position. Now actually, this is the second time that Harmony has reissued this guitar. They did a run back in 2009, I believe. Now, I'm not positive, but I believe this current reissue offering is a limited release. And I think they only produced about 50 of them. Now, let's do a little bit of nitpicking, just for fun. Now, on the Harmony website, they claim they've got this guitar period correct. And for the most part, yes, they do. But here are some things that I would have liked to have seen. I would have really liked to have seen an old school floating wooden archtop bridge instead of this wooden based tunematic bridge. I like the way they used to come, and that's just what I prefer. It kind of looks right on these in my opinion. Also, I wish that the tortoiseshell pickguard resembled the vintage one a bit more. But besides all that, this guitar is pretty cool. And after I do a few tweaks on it and get it set up how I'd like it to be, it's going to be an awesome guitar. So, who is this guitar for? Well, if you're a collector of all things Harmony, old and new, then this guitar is definitely for you. Now, if you're on a serious budget and you just can't afford a vintage H62, then I feel like this guitar is definitely a guitar for you. So now, let me say this. If you're someone who loves the Harmony H62 and you've always wanted one and you can afford a vintage one, then I would say buy the vintage one instead of this. But that's just my opinion, and I just like the vintage ones better. You may feel that this guitar is better, but I tell you what, I'm really happy that Harmony reissued the H62. And I like that they did a nod to their past by reissuing this guitar, and I can really appreciate that. So in conclusion, there's some things that I'm not super crazy about on this guitar, but overall, I give this guitar a thumbs up. And for the price point of this guitar, I think it's a pretty good value. So many guitars are now reaching over $1,000, and I just like that it's under $1,000. I think that's great, and good job, Harmony. Now friends, I really hope that this video today was informative, and I hope that it helps you make your decision on whether you'd like to purchase or not purchase the H62. And please let me know your thoughts on the guitar in the comments. I'd really love to hear what others think about this guitar, and I'm sure others would like to read your comments about the instrument as well. Now friends, if you're enjoying the licks that I'm playing in this video today, and if you'd like to learn this style yourself, well then I'd just like to let you know that I have a great full-length course on jump blues guitar called Good Rockin' Guitar that's available on my website at DamianBacci.com. All of the lessons come with PDF file guitar tabs and backing tracks. And the course is available as a DVD or as a download. Good Rockin' Guitar friends will not disappoint. And now friends, I'd like to leave you with some inspiring words. A positive mind can find opportunity in everything. A negative mind finds fault in everything. You know, life is imperfect, and it's up to us to see the good in all things and be grateful for the things that we do have. And with that, friends, I'm going to say goodbye to you. Much love to you all. Stay safe, and I'll see you soon in another guitar video. Take care, everybody, and bye-bye.